I would like to welcome all of you in the lesson number 19 for grade 2 mathematics, guys. We are studying fraction. So a quick revision from the last lesson, then we will continue practicing some of the questions related to the fraction. In fraction, guys, you know about numerator, you know about denominator, you know what is fraction, you know how to write a fraction. Okay. In the last class, we discussed also how to read a fraction. If anything is divided into two equal parts, so it's each part we will say is half. Each part is half, 1/2. Because there are two equal parts and two equal parts, so denominator will be 2. If you talk about one part, so it will be 1. 1/2 you will always read as half. 1 out of 2 equal parts can be written as 1/2 or it will be read as 1/2. So if anything is divided into two equal parts, so that's mean each of the part is 1/2 or 1/2. So here you can see there is a waffle. Wrinkle wants to share with Bubble. She divided into two equal parts. One part she keep and one part she gave to Bubble. So half of the waffle Bubble eat and half of the waffle Wrinkle will eat. On page number 81, we learned that if we talk about two parts out of two parts, that's mean we are talking about whole. If we talk about two parts out of two parts, that's mean we are talking about whole. Two parts out of two parts is equals to 1. Two parts out of two parts is equals to 1. So if we have same number in numerator and same number in denominator, that's mean it will be equals to 1. For example, this biscuit, Bubble divided into two parts, but she ate two parts alone. She did not share any of the part with Wrinkle. She eat both parts. That means she eat full waffle, a full biscuit, a whole biscuit. She eat a whole biscuit. She did not share any of the part of a biscuit with Twinkle. That means she eat full biscuit, a whole biscuit she eat. So guys, whenever you have same number in the numerator and same number in denominator, that is always equals to 1. 2/2 is equals to 1. 3/3 is also equals to 1. 4/4 is also equals to 1. 6/6 is also equals to 1. 9/9 is also equals to 1. 11/11 is also equals to 1. Any number you have in numerator and also in denominator, that's mean it is equals to 1. If I say 9 parts out of 9 parts, that is also equals to 1. I shared anything into 9 equal parts and all 9 parts I eat or I used alone. That's mean I used full. Okay. So any number, if a number is same in numerator and denominator, that means fraction is equals to 1. It is equals to 1. This is the second thing we learned yesterday. Now, a very important thing is to look at this one. It is cut into two equal parts as shown. So guys, for fraction, anything should be divided equally. It should be divided equally. If you divide anything unequally, then you cannot say that it is 1/2. Like I draw this rectangle and I divide it from here. So I cannot say that each part is half. Each part is not half here. Why? Because they are not equally divided. If you want to write a fraction, if you're writing a fraction, so this is very important that a picture or anything should be equally divided. Then you can say it is half or it is quarter or it is 1/3 or it is 1/5. Otherwise, you won't be able to write the fraction in that way. Okay. So very important thing is to share or to divide equally. If you're dividing a bun, it should be equally divided. Look at this bun. This is not equally divided. This is a smaller portion, a smaller piece of bun, and this is a bigger piece of one. Okay. If I give this piece to Wrinkle, she will eat less. And if I give this piece to Bubbles, she will eat more than Wrinkle. So this is not half. If you want to divide half, so it should be equally divided. If you divide from the middle here, then you can say it is equally divided and each will eat half. Each part is half. But here each part is not half because these two parts are not equal. Now, how to write this 1 over 3? Look at this cake. This is divided into 3 equal parts and each part is 1/3. The cake is sliced into 3 equal parts. So guys, 1/3, how you will say 1 over 3? You will read it as 1/3. If you need to write what is the fraction of any of the parts, so you will say there are 1 in numerator and 3 in denominator. Out of 3 parts, this is 1 part. So this is 1 over 3. And how you will read it? You will read it as 1/3. I told you to write any fraction, the numerator should always be in cardinal number. Cardinal number which you use for counting. How many bulbs are there? How many pencils are there? How many sharpeners are there? Or how many balloons are there? How many bags are there in your home? Okay. How many tires are there in your car? So for counting numbers, you use cardinal number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are cardinal numbers. So cardinal numbers should be used for reading numerator. If numerator is 1, so you will read it 1. Numerator is 4, you will read it simple 4. But for reading denominator, you should use ordinal number, which tells you the position. Like I live in 4th floor. I live in 3rd floor. And I got 1st position. My friend got 2nd position. Okay. These are the ordinal numbers, which tells the position. For telling the denominator, you will always use ordinal numbers. So this is 1 and this is 3. 1 as a cardinal number is 1 and 3 as an ordinal number is 3rd. So it is called 1/3. Same here, if I write 2 and then 3. So 2 as a cardinal number will be 2, but 3 as an ordinal number will be 3rd. So it will be 2/3. All clear up to here, guys?
Yeah. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. In the same way, on page number 82, we can see that 2 out of 3 equal parts can be read as 2/3. It can be written as 2, 3 and read as 2/3. Here, if you divide anything into 4 equal parts, this is, you have to remember, guys, if you divide anything into 2 parts, you will always read it as 1/2. I told you this. If you divide anything into 2 equal parts, you will always read it as 1/2. And if you divide anything into 4 equal parts, you will always read it as 1/4. 1/4. 1/4. This is 1/4. Okay. You will not read it as 1/4 and 1/2. No. 1/2 and 1/4. Remember this. 1/2 is always 1/2 and 1/4 is always 1/4. Now look at these shapes. They are cut into equal parts. What portion is red? Out of 5, only 1 is red. So you can write this fraction, out of 5, only 1 is red. And how you will read it? 1 as a cardinal number will be 1. And 5 as a ordinal number will be 5th. So it will be read as 1/5. If you talk about the green portion, how many green portions are there? 2 out of 5. So you can say that 2 out of 5 portions are green. So 2 as a cardinal number will be also 2, TWO2, but 5 as an ordinal number will be fifths, FIFTHS. So it is 1/5 and it is 2/5. Up to here, everything is clear, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Now I'm going to ask you the fractions for these two figures, how to write their fractions and how to read it. How to write it and how to read it. Both you will have to tell me how to write and how to read. So I'm coming to you and I will ask you. Let me erase it first. So that you cannot see it. All right. So you have to tell me a fraction of the blue here. What is the fraction of blue? First, I will tell you guys, then I will take answers from you. For blue, what is the fraction of the blue here? There is only one portion which is blue out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Out of 8 portions, 1 is blue. So I can say this is 1/8. This is 1/8. 1/8 is blue. 1/8 is blue. EIGHTH. 1/8 is blue. Here 1/8 is blue. Okay. You have to tell me for this one, guys. Tell me the portion of this purple one. What is the fraction of this purple portion? Out of how many are purple? What is the fraction of that? Tell me the fraction for this purple portion, guys. Waiting for your answers in the chat box. Very good. Hamad Al-Khalf, very good. Amir, very good. Abdullah Yunus. Anas Muhammad, very good. Amir, very good. Abdullah, very good. Abdul Rauf, very good. Hamza Al-Sayyed, very good. Hamza Muhammad, very good. Anas Fahad, very good. Azam Saleh, very good. Amar Yasir, no. Awab Muhammad, very good. Okay, I'll take one student. He will answer me. And Abdullah Hisham. Abdullah Hisham. Abdullah Hisham, can you answer me? Abdullah, can you hear me? Abdullah Saad. Abdullah Saad. No. Amir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Amir. Can you tell me what is the portion of this purple?
1, 1, 1, and 10.
1 and
10.
like this?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. He's saying 1/10. I need one more student to check whether it is correct or no. Sami.
Yes, sir.
Is this correct fraction for purple one?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay. Amjad Abdullah.
Yes, sir.
What will be the fraction for the purple part? How much is
1
purple?
and 10.
1 and 10. You mean this?
Yes.
That's absolutely right, guys. The answer is 1/10. Why 1/10? Because out of 10 parts, only one is purple. Out of 10 parts, one is purple. Look, I will count for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There are 10 equal parts. So you will write 10. Numerator. You want to write fraction for purple. So it is 1. So 1/10. Now you have to tell me how you will read it. How you will read it. So I'm coming to you and I will ask you how you will read it. So Awab Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
How you will read the fraction of purple? How much is purple? Yes, for numerator, read it as
1/10.
1/10 or 1.
1
Read
over
10,
10.
read 10 as an ordinal number. 1.
1. 1/10.
1/10. Okay. Very good. Let's take one more student. And this is Aryan Khan. Aryan. Aryan, can you hear me? Aryan Khan. Okay. Azam Soleh.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Azam Soleh. Can you read a fraction of this purple question? How much is purple in this figure?
It's 1.
1.
10. 1/10.
1/10. That's very good. Absolutely right, guys. The answer will be 1/10. Why 1/10? Because there is 1 out of 10. Purple is 1 out of 10. And when you read it, so you read 1 as an cardinal number, ONE1, and denominator as an ordinal number, which is TEN 1/10. So it will be read as 1/10. Now, guys, tell me the fraction for the orange one. This one. How much is this? Tell me the portion of the orange in the figure. What is the portion of the orange in the figure? How you will write its fraction? Very good, Hamza Sayyed. Anas Muhammad, very good. Amir, very good. Abdul Rauf, very good. Awab Muhammad, very good. Hamza Muhammad, very good. You have to tell me the portion of the orange, guys. Yes. Amar Yasir, very good. Azam Soleh, very good. Hamza Ahmad Suleiman, very good. Okay, I take one of the student and Jamal Badr.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me the portion of the orange?
2/10.
2/10. Okay. You mean this?
Yes.
Good, very good. I'll take one more student, guys, to answer this. Hamza Ahmad Suleiman.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Hamza. Tell me the portion of the orange. The fraction.
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. Very good. 2 out of 10. Very good. Exactly, guys, because there are 10 portions and 2 are oranges. So we can say 2 portions out of 10 portions are orange. So what is the portion of the orange? 2 out of 10. And how you will read it? Read this. This is what I'm coming to ask you, Hamza Al Sayyed. How you will read this fraction?
Two tenses.
Sorry. Repeat again. Hamza Al Sayyed. How you will read this fraction? Hamza. Okay. Muhammad Saleh.
Sir.
Muhammad Saleh, can you read this fraction?
Again, sir?
Can you read this fraction for orange? How you will read it? What portion is purple? From the figure, what portion is purple? How you will read it? I told you, you can read it. Read the numerator as an cardinal number and denominator as an ordinal number. So cardinal number of 2 is 2, right? And ordinal number of 10 is 10th. So you will read it as 2 tenths. Okay. It will be read it as 2 tenths. Okay. Look here, guys. Here 1/8 is blue, 1/10 is purple, 2/8 is yellow, 2/10 is orange. This is how you have to write it and read it. All clear, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. All students, you have to use your own name. Don't use any other name, okay? Use your own name so that I can identify you. Come to the practice zone, guys. Page number 83, question number 1. Page number 83, question number 1. I'll take one student who will read it. Who will read the question number 1? Hamad Al-Khalf.
Yes, sir.
Read the question number 1.
Abida is divided into 5 equals
slices. Jason
eat
3 slices of
3 big
slices
of the pizza. What fraction of the pizza did he eat?
Okay, very good. Can you tell me the answer?
3 of 5.
Okay, very good, very good. He's saying 3 of 5. Let me check with other students. And Ibrahim Muhammad. Yes, Ibrahim Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me the answer of this? A pizza is divided into 5 equal slices. Jason ate 3 slices of the pizza. What fraction of the pizza did he eat?
2 out 5.
No. No.
How he eat. لا هو كل 3 يا إبراهيم.
Okay.
هو عايز نسبته هو كل كم حد.
Just
3 slices.
Just wait for a while, Ibrahim. Let me explain the question. Guys, the question is saying a pizza is divided into 5 equal slices. How many equal slices? 5. Jason ate 3 slices of the pizza. Out of 5 slices, 3 slices Jason already ate. Then what fraction of the pizza did he eat? You have to write a fraction of the pizza he eat.
3 out 5.
3 out 5. You are saying 3 out of 5?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take one more student and then I will answer. Abdullah Yunus.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Abdullah. What is the fraction of the pizza did he eat? A pizza is divided into 5 slices and he eat 3 slices from that. What fraction of pizza did he eat? This is very easy. In how many equal pieces he divided?
5.
5. So you can write denominator because denominator tells you that how many equal pieces are, how many equal parts are. Now, you want to write a fraction for the pieces.
Fraction is
how many
5
pieces he eat?
2.
No, he eat 3. 3 slices. Look here. Jason ate 3 slices of the pizza. He eat 3 slices of the pizza, so 3 will be your 3 will be your numerator, and 3 over 5 will be your fraction. Good. So guys, the answer is 3 over 5, or you can read it as 3/5. Why 3 over 5? Because a pizza is divided into 5 equal slices. 5 equal slices, that means denominator is 5. Out of 5 slices, he eat 3 slices. Okay. Now, what is very important, guys, to read the question carefully. The question is asking, write a fraction of the pizza, what he eat. What is the fraction of the pizza, what he eat? When you read the question, then you will decide your numerator. The fraction of the pizza did he eat? So he eat 3 pieces out of 5 pieces. That's why the fraction is 3 over 5. The fraction is 3 over 5. But guys, if the question was little changed, if the question asks you, write the fraction of the pizza, did he not eat? Let's suppose the question asks you, what fraction of pizza did he not eat? Then answer will not be 3 over 5 because now you have to write the fraction of the pizza he did not eat. Out of 5 pieces, how many pieces he did not eat? So he eat 3 pieces. Out of 5 pieces, how many pieces he did not eat?
2.
2 pieces.
2.
Very good. 2 pieces. So the fraction of the pizza he did not eat will be 2 over 5. He eat 3 pieces out of 5 and he did not eat 2 pieces out of 5. So guys, to read the question is very, very important. To read it carefully even. Okay. If the fraction is asked you to write the fraction of the pizza he eat, so you have to consider this 3 in your numerator. If he asks you to write the fraction for the pizza he did not eat, then you have to move to the number of pieces he did not eat. If 5 pieces from 5 he eat 3, that means 2 pieces he did not eat. So 2 over 5 will be the fraction for that. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. I can find one student using the name of Amna Ahmad. I request you to use please your name so that I can recognize you who you are. Okay. Please use your own name. All right, guys. Now come to the question number 2. First, write here 3 over 5, guys. The answer here is 3 over 5. So write 3 over 5. 3 over 5. Before question number 2, guys, I would like to revise unit fraction to you. I told you guys that the fractions which are having 1 numerators are unit fractions. Look here, what do you notice about these fractions? The number at the top of each of these fraction is 1. So these all are unit fraction. So unit fraction always have 1 in its numerator. Unit fraction always have 1 in its numerator. 1 over 2, 1 over 2, 1 over 3, 1 over 4, 1 over 5, 1 over 6, 1 over 10, 1 over 20, 1 over 100. Any fraction, if its numerator is 1, that's mean it is a unit fraction. It is a unit fraction. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Very good. So unit fraction always have 1 in its numerator. Unit fraction always have 1 in its numerator. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
Very good. So repeat with me. Unit fraction always have 1 in its numerator. Repeat.
Yes.
Unit fraction. Repeat with me, guys. Unit fraction always have
Unit fraction.
always have
Unit fraction.
1 in numerator.
fraction.
1 in numerator. Okay, guys. Now come to the question number 2. Which of these are unit fractions? Which of these are unit fraction? So guys, you have to identify the unit fraction and then you have to circle. So 1 over 10. 1 over 10 is a unit fraction, guys.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes or no? Yes or
Yes.
no?
كلامك وجهي مالك.
Very good. I can hear only some students are answering, some students are not giving answer. So 1 over 10. 1 over 10 is a unit fraction because it has 1 in its numerator. So circle it. 1 over 10. It is unit fraction. Now 3 over 5. 3 over 5 is a unit fraction?
No.
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 Oh, very good, very good. Now 3 over 4. Tell me, 3 over 4 is a unit fraction?
Yes. Yes, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Very good, because it doesn't have 1 in its numerator. 1 over 3. 1 over 3 is a unit fraction?
Yes.
Very good. So circle 1 over 3. Then 3 over 8. 3 over 8 is a unit fraction?
No.
Very good. 3 over 8 is not a unit fraction. 4 over 5. 4 over 5 is a unit fraction?
No.
Very good. 4 over 5 is also not a unit fraction because there is no 1 in its numerator. 1 over 5. 1 over 5 is a unit fraction?
Yes.
Draw a circle.
Yes.
Then. Draw a circle 1 over 5. Draw a circle in 1 over 5. The next is 4 over 6. 4 over 6 is a unit fraction?
No.
Good. Very good.
No.
So there are 3 unit fractions, 1 over 10, 1 over 3, and 1 over 5. Guys, there is one practice sheet also for you. We'll start from here. In this practice sheet, what you have to do, color each figure to show the given fraction and circle the correct answer. So there is a fraction, you have to color for it, okay? 1 over 3. 1 over 3 means 1 out of 3. So I have to color. So I'm coloring for you 1 out of 3. should be colored. 1 over 3 means 1 out of 3 should be colored. So this will be like this, 1 over 3. It will be like this, 1 over 3. This is 1 over 3, guys. 1 over 3 means 1 out of 3 should be colored, right? Now tell me, 1 over 3 is a unit fraction or non-unit fraction?
Unit
Unit fraction or non-unit fraction?
No.
1 over 3 is a unit fraction? Very good. 1 over 3 is unit fraction. So you will circle the unit fraction. This worksheet I will give you guys with when I give you fraction worksheet, this will be also included. Okay. So you will tell me at that time. You will solve it by yourself at that time. 2 over 5. Now here we have to complete this fraction. This is 2 over 5. So we have to color the fraction according to this. So guys, there are 5 parts, and to make it 2 over 5, how many parts should I color? Very good. I should color 2 parts because this is 2 over 5. 2 over 5 means 2 parts out of 5 parts. 2 parts out of 5 parts. And you can cut any 2 parts. Any 2 parts you can color out of 5, and it will be 2 over 5. It will be 2 over 5. So I colored 2 parts. So is it correct now? Is it 2 over 5?
Yes.
Yes.
Now tell me, 2 over 5 is a unit fraction?
No.
It is non-unit fraction. It is non-unit fraction. Okay, guys. So we will finish our class up to here. We will continue from here and we'll complete that worksheet, inshallah, in the next class. So I'll meet you, inshallah, in the next class. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. See you in the next class.
Bye, sir.
Bye-bye.